The backbone of airborne communications is the Very High Frequency Radio, or VHF radio for short. Aircraft radios transmit in the range of 118.00 to 132.00 MHz and are utilized by pilots and controllers to communicate with each other. Listening to the radio in an aircraft is a lot like listening to any other radio. Select a frequency that you wish to listen to, adjust the volume, and wait for the other party to transmit something. It's that simple. The airplane even has an antenna for the radio on the outside too. However, the radio in an airplane is a bit different than the radio that most of us are used to. In addition to its receiver function, the radio in an aircraft also has the ability to transmit your voice to anyone listening on the same frequency. Installed on a pilot's headset is a microphone, which connects to the aircraft's radio. When the pilot presses a button on the yoke, called the push-to-talk button, the pilot's voice is transmitted for as long as the button is pressed. Other pilots in air traffic control facilities will have similar transmitter and receiver equipment, which allows everyone to listen and talk to each other. Different airports and air traffic control facilities each have unique frequencies to help keep communications organized. However, only one person can talk at a time on a given frequency, and that requires some very specific procedures to keep everything organized, considering the sheer number of airplanes flying at any given time. If two people try to transmit on the same frequency at the same time, the radio waves will overlap with each other and create an unpleasant and an unintelligible warbling noise. To reduce confusion, each airplane has a call sign that is used to identify it in each radio transmission. It is taken from the letters and numbers painted on the tail of the airplane, called the tail number. The tail number is generally 6 characters long and starts with an N in the United States, followed by a series of unique letters and numbers. The tail number can either be left as a random string of characters designated by the manufacturer, or the owner can personalize it just like a custom license plate on a car. For instance, all of the Embry-Riddle flight training aircraft have ER at the end. Not all radios work perfectly. Sometimes due to weather or being too far away from who you're talking to, there can be static, making it difficult to understand each other. To help make transmissions more understandable or readable, pilots use a standardized set of pronunciations for each letter of the alphabet called the phonetic alphabet. Instead of just saying A, B, C over the radio, a pilot or controller would say Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. This way, if part of a letter is cut off or not received very clearly, other people on the radio will still have a chance of identifying the letter. Even some numbers have to be pronounced differently over the radio. The most famous is the number 9, which is pronounced Niner. Other numbers have phonetic pronunciations as well to maximize clarity. The number 3 can be pronounced as tree, and the number 5 as fife.